Let's be honest, folks. We live in a time where the media plays a crucial role in shaping our perceptions and opinions. It's more important than ever to scrutinize the sources of our information. There's something rotten going on at CNN. It's not just about a difference in perspective. It's about a fundamental shift in how news is presented. We've all seen it. The way they talk about America, our values, our history. It's not just reporting. It's a narrative designed to influence and manipulate. It's enough to make your blood boil. The constant negativity, the relentless criticism. It feels like an unending barrage against everything we stand for. They call it news, but it feels more like an attack. An attack on our beliefs, our traditions, and our way of life. An attack on everything we hold dear. Our sense of pride, our national identity, and our collective memory of what makes America great. Now, I'm not one to shy away from a good debate. I welcome different viewpoints. In fact, it's the cornerstone of a healthy democracy. But what CNN is doing goes beyond just disagreeing with conservative values. It's a systematic effort to undermine the very fabric of our nation. They're actively undermining our country with their biased reporting and their blatant double standards. It's not just about presenting facts. It's about shaping a narrative that fits their agenda. They'll bend over backwards to defend socialist dictators and apologize for America's enemies. It's a disturbing trend that raises serious questions about their motives. But when it comes to our own country, our own president, they're always quick to condemn, to criticize, to tear down. It's a disgrace. It's as if they take pleasure in highlighting our flaws while ignoring our strengths. And the American people are sick of it. They're tired of the constant negativity, the endless cycle of bad news, and the lack of balanced reporting. They see right through the charade. They know when they're being manipulated, and they're not having it anymore. They know that CNN isn't interested in telling the truth. They're more interested in pushing a narrative that aligns with their own ideological leanings. They're interested in pushing a radical, anti-American agenda. It's a dangerous path that threatens to divide us further, and that's something we cannot stand for. We need to demand better from our media. We need to hold them accountable for their actions and insist on fair, balanced reporting. Our future depends on it. Don't believe me? You might think I'm exaggerating, but the evidence is right in front of us. Just look at the headlines. Every day, it's a new crisis, a new scandal, a new reason to doubt the very fabric of our nation. Trump's America, a nation divided. They paint a picture of a country tearing itself apart at the seams. Is America still the land of the free? They question our core values, our identity, and our future. The rise of white supremacy in Trump's America. It's relentless. They focus on the darkest aspects of our society, magnifying them to create a narrative of fear and division. Day after day, CNN bombards its viewers with negative, misleading, and often downright false stories about our country. It's a constant barrage of bad news designed to erode our confidence and sow discord. They cherry-pick facts, twist statistics, and give a platform to radical voices who hate America and everything it stands for. These voices are given prominence, while more balanced perspectives are ignored or silenced. They're obsessed with identity politics, dividing us by race, gender, and religion. Instead of celebrating our diversity, they use it as a weapon to pit us against each other. They see victimhood around every corner and refuse to acknowledge the incredible progress we've made as a nation. From civil rights to technological advancements, our achievements are downplayed or ignored. And let's not forget about their coverage of President Trump. From the moment he announced his candidacy, they were out to get him. From day one, they've been on a mission to destroy him. Every action, every word, every tweet was scrutinized and twisted to fit their narrative. They called him a Russian agent, a racist, a dictator. No accusation was too outrageous, no claim too far-fetched. They impeached him over a phone call. A phone call. And yet, they ignored the real issues, the real threats to our nation. And they never, ever gave him credit for the booming economy, the record-low unemployment, or the defeat of ISIS. These were real accomplishments that benefited all Americans, but they were swept under the rug. They've abandoned all pretense of objectivity. The line between news and opinion has been blurred beyond recognition. They've become nothing more than a mouthpiece for the radical left, pushing their socialist agenda and their hatred for America. It's not just about Trump. It's about undermining the very principles that make our country great. But we must not let them succeed. We must stand strong, united in our love for this great nation. We must remember who we are and what we stand for. America is more than the sum of its headlines. It's a land of opportunity, of freedom, of hope. And no amount of negative press can change that. So the next time you see a headline designed to divide us, remember the bigger picture. Remember the progress we've made, the challenges we've overcome, and the bright future that lies ahead. Together, we can rise above the noise and continue to build a better, stronger America for generations to come. One of the most egregious examples of CNN's anti-American bias is their coverage of immigration. Their reporting often seems to be more about pushing a particular narrative than presenting the facts. They refuse to acknowledge the very real crisis at our southern border. The influx of migrants has overwhelmed our resources, yet CNN downplays the severity of the situation. They call anyone who supports border security a racist. This kind of labeling shuts down meaningful debate and polarizes the issue further. And they portray illegal immigrants as victims, ignoring the very real costs they impose on our communities. Overcrowded schools, strained hospitals, and increased crime rates are just some of the impacts felt by local residents. They show you tear-jerking images of children in cages, but they never tell you that those cages were built by the Obama administration. This selective reporting creates a skewed perception of the issue. They demonize ICE agents just trying to do their jobs, enforcing the laws that keep our country safe. These agents face immense challenges and risks, yet their efforts are often vilified. And they celebrate sanctuary cities that openly defy federal law. They want open borders. These cities become havens for illegal activities, undermining the rule of law. They want to abolish ICE. This radical stance ignores the essential role ICE plays in maintaining national security and public safety. They want to give amnesty to millions of illegal immigrants. This would not only reward illegal behavior, but also encourage more to come, exacerbating the problem. And they want to fundamentally transform America from a sovereign nation into a borderless, globalist utopia. This vision undermines the very foundation of our national identity and sovereignty. They claim it's about compassion, but it's really about power. By shifting the electorate, they aim to secure a permanent political advantage. They know that a flood of illegal immigrants will overwhelm our social safety net, bankrupt our country, and permanently shift the electorate in their favor. The economic strain on welfare systems, healthcare, and public services would be immense, leading to long-term consequences for all citizens. It's crucial to have an honest conversation about immigration, one that acknowledges the challenges and seeks practical solutions. We need to support our Border Patrol agents, enforce existing laws, and ensure that our immigration policies serve the best interests of our nation. America is a nation of immigrants, but we must uphold the rule of law and ensure that our immigration system is fair and just. Legal immigrants who follow the process and contribute to our society should be celebrated, not overshadowed by those who break the law. In the end, it's about preserving the American dream for future generations. A secure border and a fair immigration system are essential to maintaining the values and opportunities that make our country great. It's not just current events where CNN's bias shines through. They're also busy rewriting history to fit their narrative. They celebrate the 1619 Project, which falsely claims that America was founded on slavery, ignoring the countless sacrifices made by our founding fathers to create a more perfect union. They tear down statues of our nation's heroes, from Christopher Columbus to Abraham Lincoln. They erase the contributions of Western civilization, instead focusing on the supposed sins of the past. They're engaged in a cultural revolution, trying to erase our history, rewrite our values, and fundamentally transform our country into something it was never meant to be. They want us to be ashamed of our past, to hate our own country, and to embrace their radical vision of the future. But we will not be silenced. We will not apologize for our history, and we will not let them destroy our country.